Milo had a kind of a plan on how to tackle this week to get the Avengers name out there to get some popularity and get the eyeballs on him. And it was supposed to be the second part of that visit was supposed to be to Alex Jones, and we all know Alex Jones from his conspiracies, or by now the guy who got $1 billion put on his back. RIP to his financials. But so Kanye went to Alex Jones, and we have a couple of parts where we thought this was quite interesting to see the interaction, because I think if you look before I play the video, the clips we have, if you look at the whole, what is your what was your first feeling watching the interview, RJ?
My first feeling.
Yeah, basically,
my first feeling.
Your gut feeling when you got it.
So my gut was upside down. It was. I had various feelings. That's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. My first feeling.
Oh, so it went ups and downs throughout the.
Yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Basically, Alex Jones handed Ye the keys to the show.
Yeah, I saw that as well. It was quite interesting.
Yeah,
how we did it.
And he said, "Talk about whatever you want to talk about." And I think that the fact that he stepped away from, or that he walked away from Tim Pool's show also played a role, because, I also saw it on the PPD podcast when Patrick Bet-David and Sosnick interviewed.
By the way, before you continue,
AB, yeah.
AB is going viral again.
Yeah.
The first goal of the Netherlands, they did.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch. I didn't watch.
Guys,
I didn't watch it.
By the way, we wish AB all the best. He's right now barricaded in Miami, and the cops are basically surrounding him. So, good luck, guy.
Yeah. Is that because of the?
I don't know, some kind of a domestic violence.
Yeah, it was domestic violence. Yeah, right. But
I don't know if he's already out, but last thing I read, it's
he's out and alive.
Also a Donda Sports director. So this is Donda Sports is going to.
Yeah, he's not on the team because he still has an account, I think. But he's not on the Avengers, the band Avengers.
The fast pace towards it, that's for sure.
Yeah, but
well, he's at least he's part of the self-deletion squad, because he will be locked up after this one.
Yeah, let's see. That's if you're not cooperating with the cops, there might be consequences.
Yeah,
but
let's continue.
Yeah, so I saw it in the interview, in PPD's interview with AB as well, Antonio Brown. Basically, and Patrick Bet-David, for those of you who don't know, is known for having very good interview skills. He really asks questions and that others don't ask, and I don't know, I really enjoy his interviews. But with AB, when he had AB on, they couldn't actually guide the show, so they basically said to AB, "Tell us what you want to talk about." And AB was like, "No, I'm here, you interview me." And so that was also a very awkward show. But I got the same feeling here, a little less though, because AB is not that articulate. Kanye West is very articulate. He's very expressive. Well, he's
a bit more articulate than.
So no.
He cannot. He cannot convey his thoughts.
You're right. Really, you're right. So he's maybe not articulate, but no, no, I do think that he's articulate. I also think that he's very expressive. I don't think that he's strategic.
Okay.
So he can express things. He can make comparisons. He has jokes, as we will see in a bit.
I know
This guy,
this.
but
Well,
so and basically, yeah, that was my feeling. Alex Jones basically said, and actually, that was the one. That was the first time that I watched Alex Jones.
a full interview.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it completely. I watched a majority of it, a big part of it, but that was the first time I watched show. It was pretty interesting to see. I don't know how his shows are, but usually, but I mm, he's Alex. So Alex Jones said himself a couple of times that hey, I'm basically the guest host because
Hey,
you guys are
Jesus
taking
took the
over my
wheel.
show.
Jesus took the wheel.
Jesus
I'm
took
just saying,
the
Jesus took the wheel.
yeah, man.
Oh man, and he took the wheel and went off road with this. With this, I watched the full. I watched the full interview, and I have to say, the I was watching it and thinking the same thing. I think it's almost the same thing. The show had certain parts where you think, that makes sense. Oh, and certain parts you would think like, dude, what the heck is going on in your brain?
Yeah,
I'm sitting there, I'm like, am I for, is he for real?
yeah,
And that happened. It's and I think it's the roller coaster ride you said earlier. It's you'll be watching the things, and he's I think first of all that he has Elon talked about this earlier with on his visit to the Joe Rogan podcast, where he said he has like 7 8 different thoughts simultaneously, and he's always getting more ideas. And I think Kanye has the same thing. The problem with Kanye is he doesn't know how to channel certain stuff to certain parts, and basically what he has is he comes with ideas, he says stuff, and then he goes to left, right. It's hard. He's swerving all over the place, and then combined with his yeah, the crazy stuff he says about.
yeah. So he's a visionary, but he's not. So that's what I mean to say.
Yeah.
He's a visionary. He has a lot of ideas, great ideas. He draws outside the lines, but he's a creative. That's why he is very. He has like innovative things. He has like brilliant lyrics, brilliant. That's what I'm saying. He is very good at expressing, um, but he's not good at structure. He's not a structured person, and he needs people to help him with that.
He's not good at selling himself.
I don't.
Well,
Yeah, I this.
selling ideas. Let's put
Yeah,
it this way.
I
Selling
no, I
himself sounds like.
so I that yeah I don't agree with that. I do think that he's very good at selling ideas, but he cannot communicate to the. So you have people who will try to understand what you're
Hmm.
saying, and let's say people who think in a very lazy manner. So you have to
Mm.
tell me because I'm not
You have
going
to
to
tell
try
him.
to understand. And the majority of people are lazy minded. So they will not try to understand where you're coming from, what you're saying, etc. I mean, I've heard people saying, of course, a lot of people calling him a lot of names negatively. But I also saw on a show a couple of days ago of it was a live show of Anton Daniels. Shout out to Anton Daniels, uh, where he had a panel, and basically a guy said that he believes that Ye is always calls himself Jesus, and he believes that the blood of Christ is runs through his veins, something to that extent, and that is the
What?
reincarnation, and that's why he fell in love with him. So I think that he can communicate. He
Is
can.
that how? Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's more or less what he said, and and so you have like a spectrum of thoughts, spectrum of ways you can of people. Let's say people's opinion towards Ye, but I believe
Mm.
he can if he wants to uh, connect with you. But at this point in time, he wants to connect, but he wants to connect with those who are open to listen to his message.